Hey, 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 it's the Pacific Northwest Geek here, Echo Zero, back with another review of an ITN movie. This time I will be looking at the 2020 movie, Blood Bite. And oh, by the way, that's not how the shark looks. Now this movie stars, Tara Clance, and who also wrote and directed this movie. This movie is, I guess, from China. The movie opens up with a scene of a group of people trying to catch a shark, which, when we get a first look at it, it's red. Blood red, which is probably why it says blood bite on this. And oh yeah, you see these wounds? The thing can self heal, can regenerate, so not gonna have those wounds. But basically, one of them ends up in the water, another one goes to save it, and one of them is attacked by the shark. We then quickly go to another. So a guy having a dream. One of the people in the water is having a dream, remembering a shark attack. Apparently he had been involved in another shark attack and then lost a leg, and is now having to take this medicine that's helped to regenerate his leg. We find that he's a scientist, and him and another scientist are going to go see this water park or whatever, a science lab. I think it's supposed to be a park. Because they are using, I guess, the formula that he's been using to regenerate his leg, and they want to use it on a shark. And they've already been messing with the sea life there because they have it so they can now glow in the dark. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The owner of this guy of this lab park or whatever, he's a dickhead. He's an asshole. And they end up. You know, he has history with the guy as well. The owner's brother, and this other woman who's a shark handler because apparently he had saved her and she might have the hots for him since he saved her. And he saved her the same attack that cost him his leg, which had now been regenerated. He had saved her. Well, they go and they inject the shark with the formula, and it starts to everything seems okay, and then it starts to act up, becomes very aggressive, and turns red, crimson red, blood red, and starts to basically pull a deep blue sea, and it's now smart and is corralling them, kills one of the scientists, and now the survivors have to fight for their lives, and dumbass rich guy ends up allowing this thing to get out of there, so now they've got to go and catch this, and we go to basically the opening again, and some, a few of the people die, some people fall in love. It's I actually wish the shark had looked like that, because that's actually a pretty cool look. That would have been badass, but unfortunately it's doesn't look like that. By the way, they even defeat it because she has this weird this one girl, she has this device that can use to attract sharks. The guy who had his leg regenerated, he throws it in the shark's mouth, and which causes all these other sharks to show up and basically eat the blood bite shark. And then afterwards we get this whole lovey-dovey scene on the beach, they're being all lovey-dovey, and they're riding the jet ski, and let me go to credits. CGI is... I've seen better CGI, and then again, I've also seen worse CGI. It's not that good on the CGI. The shark looks pretty bad and ridiculous when it turns red. When it's getting attacked by the sharks at the end, that kind of looks bad. There's a scene where a guy, the brother of the rich asshole, gets bitten, and it's just the way he's like, they look like they took a stock image of him, just of him, and just striking a pose looking like that. He sticks out the shark's mouth before he gets finally eaten. Again, I'd wish they'd gone with something like that, but this is not a big Hollywood production. It is on Tubi. It reminded me a little bit of Deep Blue Sea, you know, basically a sea lab where they're experimenting on stuff and something goes wrong, and now the shark, and then Deep Blue Sea with sharks are now super smart. A little bit of, you know, I want to say Jurassic Park and Jaws 3, because again, it's Jaws 3, it's the Sea World type place setting for Jaws 3, Jaws 3D, and Jurassic Park, someone playing with genetics and wanting to open a park with these creatures and their genetics, and then everything going wrong that can go wrong. You can clearly tell, because this is the girl who was saved by the guy with had his leg regenerate. You can clearly tell from the moment she lays eyes on him, she basically wants to be boned by the guy. It's on Tubi, and it's not subtitles, which I kind of wish it was, because some of the voices, like when they go to do them, they dub them. They're not that good. They don't do any like really kind of, you know, I've seen dubbed movies where the voices are really ridiculous. They don't do any of that. Some of the performances are a little over the top. Other than the scars on the one guy's leg, there really is no makeup in terms of anything like that. There's one woman, she gets bit, that's why they just painted her leg red. It's a lot of CGI stuff again, which is not that good. There's scenes where like they're trying to get to this lab and they gotta go through the water. The asshole guy and the guy with the regenerated leg. And they're supposed to be soaking wet, but they're dry. It looks like maybe they took a little water bottle and just, you know, just a little there, but they're clearly dry. And there's times when they're in the water, which they're not really in the water. They're probably in a green screen or something and act like they're swimming, but they're not, because you can see that one point when they're trying to open one of the labs and they're in the water. You can't really walk that easily on the bottom of a pool. Nonetheless, on any kind of water, it's not easy to walk in the water. But they're walking like it's nothing. They had to add some CGI bubbles. Sometimes like in the water, there's no CGI bubbles. It's like, oh, well, wait, we forgot to add that. The hair stays still. If anybody who's, you know, like this, knows in water, the water can affect hair, and you can see at times it wasn't doing that. Then maybe they started using a fan to kind of blow the hair a little bit around. I mean, there are times where actually all in the water, but other times they're not, and again, they come out dry. You do not basically spend 5 minutes in the water, swimming around in the water, up and down in the water, and then get out and be as dry as if nothing happened. That just does not happen. Go ahead and give this movie a watch. I'm really getting into ITN. I had to, let me move this controller out of the way, pick, because I have like 4 ITN movies to watch, and this is the one I picked. I still have Curse of the Kraken, Land Shark, and Restart the Earth. I might review this next, so maybe I'm going to review one of these next for ITN, because I don't want to do 2 back-to-back shark reviews. By the way, the shark in this looks very cool. That's a land shark. But anyways, I am Echo Zero, and I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo. Oh yeah, I will be dropping the Tubi link and the trailer for this video. Oh, side note, apparently they got suspended or banned from Twitter. Who would have known? But anyways, so I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.